That's certainly making it tough for a lot of people across the country. Storm Track Report meteorologist Daniel McFarland. And I feel like right now, though, we're in that calm before the winter storm because a beautiful day, but I know we've got stuff coming.
Oh yeah, emphasis on calm, right? Yeah. 62, feeling nice, sunny, wind not too bad. All that's changing tomorrow.
It is. It's going to happen.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely it's going to be happening. In fact, Sean, we already have a wind advisory that's been issued for tomorrow because of how strong they're expected to be throughout a lot of the day. It's going to be starting up in the morning and lasting up until about sunset or even a couple hours after that. And we're tracking more rain for Tucson and some snow for some higher elevations that we'll talk about in just a second. And for those of you that really like today and want to see more conditions like this, don't worry. Both days this weekend are going to be very comparable to what we have going on right now. At least for tomorrow morning, I do think we're going to be missing the freezing point throughout a lot of the area. The wind's going to start to pick up. We're going to have a bit more cloud cover. That's going to keep most of us around Tucson away from the freezing point. But if you look on over towards areas like Bisbee, Benson, Tombstone, Wilcox, all of you are projected to be at or below the freezing point. Now we are tracking a front for you. This is eventually going to be making its way towards Tucson very quickly. In fact, you can see how quickly that snow is moving. This is the biggest takeaway I want you to have from it, though, is that the wind is going to be something we're tracking throughout the day tomorrow that I think is going to be the thing to watch. But I also know a lot of you want to know if we're expecting rain or snow with the way things are set up so far. Well, when it comes to the morning hours, that's when the clouds are building on up. Closer towards, I'd say, about 10, 11 o'clock, you're going to begin to notice those rain chances pushing on in, and it should begin to end for Tucson during the earlier part of the afternoon. You're also going to notice that the blue areas right here, that's going to be where snow potential is. It's not really going to be for the city of Tucson, but there's going to be plenty of snow happening on top of the mountains out there and potentially in some lower elevation spots in Cochise County. The problem with even snow falling there is that the system has sped up a little bit. You really want those rain and snow chances to get into the evening so your temperature can be cool enough to actually get that snow passing them by. But when it comes to rain totals, I'd say in between about 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch of rain is really what most of us are going to be expecting out there, especially over towards the east of Tucson. Well, as I mentioned, when it comes to us here, it's mainly going to be rain passing us by here in the city. If you're in a spot like Sierra Vista, that's another spot with rain. The most likely spots to see snow at the ground, areas like Wilcox, Bowie, Safford, and Tombstone are the ones that have the best chance. It's not really going to be sitting down on the ground for very long. Most of it's going to be melting on contact, and it's not going to be a ton. So again, this is the main thing I want you to pay attention to right here. Yes, there's rain and snow chances tomorrow, but we could see some damaging winds in a handful of spots, mainly areas like Tombstone, Bisbee, Douglas, Sierra Vista. This is the big thing to watch out for during your day tomorrow. Even Tucson could have wind gusts as high as 35 to 40 miles per hour, and that's why we have that wind advisory I showed you a few minutes ago in effect throughout much of the day. The good news is that that wind won't be lasting through the overnight hours. It's going to begin to calm down after about 8 o'clock, and we'll be looking much better afterwards. Quick look at the 10-day forecast for you is going to show a much clearer condition for you on Friday. Starting off chilly. So if you didn't like the way the week started off with, those mornings down into the 20s, I'm expecting 27 for early Friday. That should be the coldest morning we've had in a few days. And then we're slowly going to work our way close to about 70 degrees. So Sean, things are looking much better once we get past this weekend with 68, 70 throughout that whole time, and lows finally getting out of the 30s too.